That girl, she's always got to have her HGTV. I had a buddy call me up yesterday and he said, hey, Haas, tell me about watching TV in the camper. Now, for us, watching TV in the camper isn't so much a question about TV, but more a question about internet. And so that's what he was really asking about, was tell me about Starlink. Now, the camper does have an antenna on it with antenna booster. So if there are local channels around, we can usually get by on that. But let's be honest, we're one of those HGTV Food Network kind of households. I wanted to reliably have enough internet to be able to watch TV. So a couple of years ago, I decided to buy a Starlink dish. Starlink mini dish at the time was on sale. I don't recall now how much I paid for the hardware. I bought it at Best Buy. I know it was on sale, so I didn't pay nearly what the manufactured suggested price was. I think it was about half price probably. And so I bought it. So this is it. That's the box it came in. I still use this box. I just put big rubber bands around it to keep the lid closed. And that's what I use to carry it back and forth. So we're actually going camping tomorrow. And today what I thought I would do, like most of these hardware devices, a lot of times they require updates occasionally. Now, I haven't used this in several months, so I'm sure there's some software updates and things that need to happen. So what I thought I would do is go ahead and put it out in the yard, plug it in, let it get connected, and do any of those software updates so that when we get to our campground tomorrow, I can just set it up and we're good to go. We're off to the races. So I'm going to do that. I also want to talk about some of the plans, tell you a little bit about what we do, what we pay, just to give you an idea. I know there's a ton of videos about Starlink out on YouTube, but this is just our own personal experiences, what we do, what we use it for. And again, your mileage may vary, but for now, I'm going to take this outside, get it set up, plug it in, and we'll take a look at some of the software. So I'm out here in the backyard. We do have a covered deck here. So I need to set the dish actually out a little farther just so it gets a good view of the sky. And I found a spot that works pretty well out there. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox this thing and get it set up. So I wanted to show you, this is a mini, and what comes in the box is a pole connector. So this actually connects to the dish here and allows you to mount this on a pole. I don't use that. It comes with the AC adapter. It comes with the dish itself, which is, maybe like a clipboard size. And then it also comes with a really long cord, which is right there. On this guy you can see the end of the cord. It's actually weatherproof, and it plugs in underneath here. So I just slide that in under this kickstand leg here. So slide that in here and just plug it into the bottom of the dish. Now the kickstand will give you the angle that it prefers when setting it on the ground. Set it right there. We'll see how that goes. So the cord is the same on both ends. And you can just plug the cord into the adapter like so. Again, kind of a weatherproof connection there. Plug this and plug this in here. So at this point, I'm going to grab my phone, fire up the Starlink app, and we'll take a look at some of the options that are in the app. So when you get a Starlink, and I'm talking primarily the Mini, and you take it out of the box and you set it up, the first thing you're going to have to do is set up a Wi-Fi network. So the Mini, that dish also includes a Wi-Fi router inside of it. So when you've got it plugged in and it's running, it's providing Wi-Fi to all your devices. So when you first get a Starlink and you set up your account and you go in and you start setting up everything, you're going to create a Wi-Fi network, and then you need to connect to that Wi-Fi network anytime that you use the app. So when I fired up the dish and I wanted to see some things on the app, do my updates, I had to connect to the Starlink Wi-Fi network. You might also notice when you fire up the app that it'll tell you there's a software update available. A lot of times that you can wait till the middle of the night to download and apply those software updates. I usually try to start up the dish before we go on a trip, so if there are any updates, I can get those downloaded and installed so we don't have to worry about it when we get to our destination. Once you're in the app, it's really handy. There's a lot of things you can do in there. The main things that I look at, there's obstructions. So when you're at a campground and you set that dish out, maybe on the ground or on the roof of your motorhome or camper, wherever you want to put it, the obstructions in the app's actually going to show you how clear of a view it has of the sky. So you want as much open sky as you can get. A few trees in the way is okay. If you have complete tree cover, you might get spotty internet there, but that obstructions view, you can spin it around. It will show you what kind of view you're getting of the sky up there. The other one is the alignment. I've read online, some people say alignment doesn't matter. Some people say it doesn't need to be angled on the kickstand. Some people say those are absolutely critical. I always put it on the kickstand at an angle, and I always look at the alignment in the app, make sure it's pointed the direction it wants to be. I figured they wouldn't put that in there if it didn't matter. So as you spin the dish, it actually spins in the app and it'll show you exactly where to put it to get the best signal from the satellites. Now let's talk about the service plans. We use a roam plan. That's probably what you're going to want if you're using it for camping. The roam plan allows you to use it wherever you are. It also includes in-motion data. So if you mount it on your roof or you put it, a lot of people set it up in the windshield to get a signal while they're driving. You can get some internet while you're in motion. What's nice about the roam plan is that you can put it on standby. So when you're not out camping, and this is what we do, when we're not out camping, I put it on standby. I don't have to pay the full monthly price. When you're in standby, you still have to pay $10 a month, but the dish is still active. It'll give you low speed data, and unlimited low speed data. So you could technically still use it for things like email, software updates, things like that. And it's only $10 a month, and that's unlimited. And then when you're ready to, if you need to work or you need to stream TV, then you can turn on the plan, fire it back up to the regular plan. So for us, this time I'm taking it out of standby, and I'm actually going to select the unlimited plan. Our friends are going to borrow our Starlink on a 2-week trip. And I want them, they're going to be working and watching TV and all that sort of stuff. So I just said, I'll put it on the unlimited plan. They can use it as much as they want without having to worry about using up all the data. Plan. So if you've been in standby mode and you turn your regular plan back on, it'll give you the option to either prorate it to your renewal date or wait till your renewal date and then turn it on at that time. So in this case, my renewal date is the 3rd of the month, I believe. And so I just said, turn it on today and I'll pay the prorated amount to finish up this billing period, and then it'll renew on the next billing period. Once you have it enabled, you can do a speed test. So the app allows you to do speed tests right inside of it. And what's great about it, it'll show you what kind of speeds you're getting. It'll also show you, it's got some advanced features in there, but I typically, when I run that speed test, I'll see usually mid 100s to upper 100s megabits per second, which is as good, if not better, than what I typically get on my home internet when we're at the house. It's been really pretty darn reliable, great speeds, no matter where we are. The only time that we've had hiccups with it is when we've had trees in the way, and you know, if we're watching TV, we might get a brief buffer or something like that happen. But overall, really happy with the Starlink. When we go camping, I just set that dish out there, turn it on, and we've got solid, fast internet at our disposal. I'm a fan of Starlink. I know it's a little on the expensive side, but you can manage that cost a little bit by doing the different plans, using the standby mode, things like that. The pricing, by the way, let's talk about that. I mentioned the 3 different roam plans. $55 for $55 for 100 gigs per month. $80 for the 300 gigs per month, and the unlimited is $175 per month, and that's unlimited data. So those are the pricing. So once again, big fan of Starlink. I recommend it. If you need internet, you love to watch TV or stream while you're out camping, it's a great way to go. If you're a creator, if you just need access to the net, Starlink's the way to go. So that's it. Enjoy. Happy camping. Good luck with your internet pursuits, and we'll see you next time.